Welcome back to Community Conversations. We have a great show for you today. We're going to be talking about Walk a Mile in Their Shoes, which is put on by the Crisis Center of Central New Hampshire. And I'm so glad to be welcoming in this little virtual environment here over Zoom, Jessica Von Martin. She's the Executive Director of the Crisis Center, and Debbie Johnson, who is the Director of Development and Communications. Thank you guys for joining me over Zoom for this show. And unlike this virtual event, this is going to be an in-person event happening downtown by the Capitol Arches, I believe. So first off, I want to say thank you for coming on the show. We're excited for Walk a Mile in Their Shoes. And let's backtrack just to start off, and for whichever one of you wants to talk about this first, but what is the Crisis Center of Central New Hampshire? What's your mission, your purpose, and the work that you do in the community?
Great. Thank you for having us, Josh. We're really grateful to be here and looking forward to Walk a Mile as well. So the Crisis Center of Central New Hampshire has actually been around since 1978, and we really exist to serve survivors of domestic sexual violence, stalking, and human trafficking. And so we do that in a number of ways. We have, a 24/7 hotline that's been in existence for many, many years. We also have an emergency domestic violence shelter. We provide case management support, and really our hope and our vision is to eradicate, basically put ourselves out of business here in Merrimack County. So our hope with Walk a Mile is it's an opportunity to sort of build awareness and raise funds for our operations while doing something fun in the community.
That's great. And so for the event itself, we're going to roll in for our audience here that you can see some footage of previous events. It's fun. It's a lighthearted event for what is a very serious and important cause. Can you remind our audience when this is happening? I know it's in October. It's coming up soon. So give us kind of some of the details about where it starts and the date and some of that information.
Sure. Walk a Mile takes place on the first Wednesday of October every year. This will be our 8th year doing it, and it will be on October 5th. Registration and check-in will begin at 4:30, and then we'll have remarks at 5 o'clock, and the walk itself will begin at 5:30. We do the walk in front of the arches at the State House on Main Street in Concord, and then we walk a mile down and come back, and we will do awards afterwards.
And then I saw that there's something new this year, that after the event, there's also something happening after that people can get excited about as well.
Yes. After listening to community feedback, everybody seems to gather after the event to go have a bite to eat. So we decided to have an after party for everyone who participates who would like to come at the Barley House across the street.
And that's perfect. So you listen to feedback. That's always like the classic nonprofit, like event management is, getting feedback. What can we do different? And that's perfect because Barley House is right there. People are supporting local business. They're supporting the organization. That's awesome. If people are going to be getting together downtown, you might as well do that. So that's happening afterwards at what, 6:30 that's happening? The same
Correct.
night?
That'll happen right at 6:30 afterwards and go until about 8 o'clock. We'll have hot hors d'oeuvres and cold hors d'oeuvres, drinks.
Yep.
They will also be doing cocktails for a cause this year, so people can partake in their specialty drink if they would like and vote on it.
So how can folks get involved if they say they're interested, they want to partake either as an individual or maybe with their business or their organization? What would the next step be for people to get involved?
Sure. You can go to our website, which is www.cccnh.org. Under the events tab, you'll find information about Walk a Mile. If your business is interested, there's also an email address there that you can contact us. It's development@cccnh.org. And if you're interested in volunteering, you can also email at that development email, and we will happily sign you up to volunteer.
That is so important. Again, nonprofit event management, I can relate to you guys, and that volunteers are huge, and so helpful to help ease the burden for your staff that help put this all together, your staff and your board. So people can create and they can join a team. Could someone say, I want to create a team for this company and we're going to all sign up to do this? Is that pretty common?
Correct.
Yep.
Yep. You can go on and register as an individual if you would like, or you can choose to create a team, and you'll get your own team fundraising page where people can sign up to join your team or just raise money for your team on your page.
Now, something that I've been wondering, because I've seen some of the footage, I haven't actually been to Walk a Mile myself, but we've sent someone to record footage before. As our audience will see some of the B-roll pop up. What are some of the types of shoes? I mean, are you strict? Like you're going to inspect every shoe that someone walks in, or how does that work?
No, we have all types of shoes at Walk a Mile, everything from platform boots to stilettos to just a small pump. But you can also come in your sneakers, in your Birkenstocks, in your rain boots if you want. The real goal is to raise awareness about such an important issue, domestic and sexual violence. We do encourage people to come in their heels, but that is not a necessity to participate.
That you want people to come down, walk a mile, and I guess conceptually to walk in someone else's shoes, right? To that phrase, to get someone to see from someone else's perspective that you otherwise normally wouldn't, right? So, yeah,
exactly. Really to help understand the journey that a survivor takes on their road to healing when they come to us.
Yeah, absolutely. So is there a certain date, depending when people are watching this episode, a certain date that people need to sign up by, to register by? Is there day of registration?
Sure. You can register online all the way through October 4th. And the event waiver is online with the registration. And we will have day of registration as well.
Okay, perfect. And this is rain or shine?
It is rain or shine.
There's got to be, so the rain boots could play a factor there, but I'm telling you, people though would, to be able to walk downtown, even if it's a little drizzly out, we'll hope for sunny and 65 though. That's what we're going to be, someone knock on wood, but yeah, that's what we're going to be hoping for.
I'm walking on wood for you. I hope for good weather. And yes, bring your strollers, bring your furry friendly friends on leashes. Everybody is welcome to come walk with us.
Are there any sponsors of the event that you'd like to mention or recognize, or sponsors of the event that we could give a shout out to?
Sure. We have a lot of sponsors this year, which we're very, very appreciative for. St. Paul School is our main sponsor. We're very happy to be partnering with them this year as the main sponsor. They do win the biggest team every year. They bring lots of students with them. We also would love to shout out to Eastern Bank. They have been a supporter of our event since it started 8 years ago. So we appreciate them. We have lots of other wonderful sponsors: Northeast Delta Dental, Novus Engineering. We have AmeriHealth. There's a lot, too many to name on air, but we've been shouting out to them on social media all month long.
Good, absolutely. So it's a good reminder to folks watching. We know about the website, but also to follow the Crisis Center on, I'm assuming Facebook would be the best driver for social media.
Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.
Good. So follow and like them on all of those platforms. Definitely check them out. And also to give a nice shout out to sponsors. Sometimes it helps even to, go into some of these local businesses that you go to and thank them for sponsoring an event. So that's so important.
We also have sponsors in non-traditional ways. Joe King is offering $10 off a purchase of $75 to anyone who brings their registration ticket into their store through the month of September. So you can get involved in many different ways. It doesn't have to just be a financial sponsorship.
I like that. I like that flexibility for different types of sponsorships and partnerships. It's not one size fits all, just like shoes. Yeah.
Yes, exactly.
King of metaphors over here. So, so again, to remind people, this is happening Wednesday, October 5th. It starts at the arches, right? The State House arches or the Capitol Arch, right out there by the main sidewalk. And then it heads, is it towards South Main Street? It heads down that way and then back up?
Yes,
direction.
and then we come back up.
Yep.
So, and it's not quite a mile, just to set
The
everybody's
insider
mind at
secret,
ease in the heels. It's just about a mile.
It's a metaphorical mile. It's
Exactly.
Yes. It's
is
close.
is that feedback you got over the years? Did it used to be a mile and you cut it back, or has the route been similar
No.
the whole time you've been doing it?
That's always been the route. They
Yep.
just call it a metaphorical mile,
Yep.
to make it sound good.
That's smart, because if you made it a full mile, I think you'd get some participant feedback about the distance, probably. So
I believe we would.
Yeah.
I do believe that's true.
very smart. So I think it's great. Concord TV is also going to be there recording some of the fun, especially when something's happening downtown like that. We love to just get some footage and kind of capture the event. And I know you have the award ceremony that's after the walk. Give us an idea of, you don't have to have them all memorized, but what are some of the awards? I know you would reference St. Paul's with the largest team award, but what are some of the other ones that people could expect to have?
We also have a best shoe award. Mr. Dana Dexter, has won that repeatedly many years, but he has some close competition. I think there are some community members who are ready to take him down and take away that award from him this year.
Yeah.
We also have largest fundraiser for both team and individual.
You're having fun supporting a good cause, but be competitive with it too. Win best shoe award.
Yes, it always amazes me, the community support and how excited people are to try to win that award.
Yeah. So don't just show up, but be excited. Dress up your shoe. I'm sure you've seen all kinds of custom things that people have written on their shoes or designed or gone above and beyond, right? So
we have. And in fact, if you contact our office, we are happy to hold a shoe decorating party for your team or your organization.
Such a good
idea.
idea.
And we will come to you with stickers and all sorts of fun things that you can, I don't want to use the word bedazzle, but almost bedazzle your shoes.
That is so great. We're excited for this event. And again, Concord TV is excited to at least stop by. I don't think we can put together a team this year, but maybe future years. But to get some footage, to show the fun. There's definitely some kind of a who's who recognizable faces in our Concord scene who show up to support the cause. So is there anything else that I omitted or forgot while I have you both here? Anything else that I missed?
I don't think so.
I think you did a great job. Yeah.
Okay.
Was there anything else you wanted from us?
No, you guys have been fantastic. So I want to thank you both, Jessica Von Martin, Debbie Johnson. Thank you so much, both of you, for taking time. I know in any nonprofit, especially yours, I'm sure it's incredibly busy. September is a normally busy month anyways in the nonprofit sector, let alone when you have an event coming up soon. And I'm sure there's a lot of coordinating to make that happen. So thank you for your time and for being here.
Thank you for having us.
Yes.
So that's going to do it for Community Conversations. Again, please support Walk a Mile in Their Shoes, which is coming up on October 5th, happening in downtown Concord. It's a great cause, great event, lots of fun. And don't forget about that after party at 6:30 at Barley House. And it's going to be a great time. We're looking forward to it. And until next time, this has been Community Conversations. See you next time.